2016 saw the introduction of esports into Roses for the first time. Since then, York are 3-2 up on Lancaster. This is the opportunity for Lancaster to equalise. Hello and welcome to the esports section of Roses 2025. I am one of your casters for CS, Faiz SA.
And I'm your other caster for CS, Cheese Epic. We have 3 events today. We're going to be starting the day off with some CSGO, going to Smash Brothers after the break, and then ending the day off with some League of Legends. But now we've got Counter-Strike. To begin with, some of you might not know what Counter-Strike is. It is a 5v5 tactical shooter where there's 5 terrorists attacking and 5 terrorists defending those terrorists who are trying to plant a bomb. The map's chosen is Mirage, so what do you think of Mirage?
I think it's quite boring and appropriate actually, but like you'll be interesting to see how these guys do. As you can see how lively it is in the background. I don't know if you can hear them, but they are shouting, having fun.
Yeah, they are going for it.
As one person in the server is very disconnected. We have some tech issues here. Sorry, started so late, but tech issues all around. As we're trying to get this resolved right now.
I believe we're going into a knife round, but I don't know. The knife round to decide which side is.
Yeah, but I think it should.
Which side would you start?
Oh, Mirage definitely CT side. No, there's no questions asked to start CT side Mirage.
CT side.
CT side Mirage is better.
What maps do you not start CT side on? That's the question.
it's CS2. Yeah. It's how it is nowadays. Everything's CT sided.
You want to get as many rounds as that CT side as you can.
Especially with the new economy change, with the M4, A4 now being the same as A1S, it is just that is the side you want to start on. That's just how it is.
Absolutely, especially when you're an organised team against another organised team.
Yeah,
defending
100%.
is just so much easier to do.
100%.
Although, with the HE grenade changes in CS2 allowing it to disperse those smoke grenades, is there rule of thought that maybe some maps will be more T-sided, or have they become more T-sided since CS2?
But I mean, the idea of that blowing the smokes was to make the game more T-sided, but I think the actual usage of the mechanic isn't actually utilized that much. I think people don't actually use it too much. From when I've been playing the game, my face plugs, the only really times I use it is to try to get a timing or try to get a kill when I'm not expecting it.
The only times I tend to see it is people trying to like blow up a smoke so that they're all can get
Exactly. But there's not much of a reason to blow that smoke because
no, you don't tend to use them to push through anywhere, do you?
No, not at all.
No, because you could use a HE for that, or you could just flash yourself through it if you want to push that smoke.
Exactly. To be honest, like there's a lot of noise in the background. You can hear how lively it is.
Yeah, there's a big crowd here today.
Bigger than I thought it would be, especially.
Good turnout for esports of the Roses.
Exactly.
We apologise for the delay as well. We've had a lot of issues with setting up all of these servers.
When we say a lot, there's been a lot of issues.
There's a lot of issues, but we're
getting started soon.
Well, we're here now.
We've been here for like what, 2 hours now, 2.5 hours, just sitting here.
It's just gone 12 o'clock, and we got here at half 10.
12, not 1. You're an hour behind, man. Jeez, mate.
Yeah,
jeez.
We got here at half 10. So
still on daylight savings times like that.
Oh, jeez.
No. We're at 1 now.
We're
still
in the
waiting.
game now. We need to go to spectators because we are not playing the game as much as I would love to.
But yeah, we have now loaded into the server. We're restarting the game.
I don't know if this is just warm-up currently. I believe we have a knife round first.
I'm actually not completely sure.
I don't know what's happening.
But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together, people. Yeah. I don't know what's happening. We're gonna find out.
We're both in this together. You have as little clue as what's going on as we do. Rob has killed himself. What has happened?
He's
left
disconnected.
the game. Why has he left the game?
It's okay. You know what? Let's forget about the game for now. Let's keep talking CS.
Forget about the game. CS.
Because we're not in the game yet, right? Just keep talking about CS. Mirage. Yeah. So we're playing Mirage. We have from the map bans between Lancaster and York. We have decided to play Mirage again.
Well, they decided to play Mirage.
They decided to play Mirage. I find it a bit boring personally, playing it face to plugs every single time. But you know, like.
It's a very beginner-friendly.
It's a very beginner-friendly, and from what I've heard about Lancaster, they have
they've kind of just botched together a team so that they could participate.
Yes.
More so than I feel like York's is actually a proper team.
Yes.
We've seen that in the warm-ups. You might not have seen it, but the warm-up rounds were very much in York's favour. We're hoping for a good game.
We're hoping for a good game.
Double overtime, but we have a suspicion that it might not make it that far.
You know what? I
won't put it past them.
I wouldn't pass them, but I'm praying and hoping that this could be a close game.
Anything is possible.
As we are starting.
I believe we're starting. Is it knife round?
I don't think we have. No. We don't have the right audio. It's the wrong mic. It's this mic. It needs to be that one. The wrong mic.
Towards the B site, Rob by himself, but Lancaster, they're cancelling and they're going towards underpass.
Getting in the way of each other.
Lee San gets a kill
One is behind.
from a flank. He's flanked, he's going to get a second, he gets a second. That's already a 5v2, 5v2, 5v1. Honor gets another one, that's underpass. That's the bomb dropped as well. Last
on the A site, but there's nothing here for them. Surely they're just going to go down.
Last A site is killed by Eclipse. That is that round.
Clotheslined by Eclipse from CT.
And
they did some damage. They're getting better. They did 12 points of damage to Eclipse there. Who did that damage? Can you see? Owlet. Owlet is currently the top player for Lancaster. 12 damage. Although, look at Rob. Still no damage as well. Is this a sign of weakness? Will they be able to find Rob and exploit this weakness in the York side?
maybe potentially, who knows? But we still have a lot more rounds of Counter-Strike to play.
Yeah, there's a lot more rounds of Counter-Strike to play. There's only 2 rounds in. My friends have arrived. Hello there.
As Lancaster are grouped up towards A, 3 Palace, 2 towards Ramp. York set up very passively, not really trying to do anything, knowing that they have the better guns and better players. They're just waiting for them to peak. Some damage done by Soski.
That could be a very big nade. Very big damage.
Soski gets another one Palace. Now, the bomb is not known now, but Soski gets another one towards Palace. Bomb is still hidden, but their rotates are already coming quick. One B player left. Soski still fighting from stairs, as Lancaster just kind of waiting.
It gets the kill, really, it gets the kill.
And we hear the shouts, we hear the screams, that's what they want.
That means to Lancaster, the first kill, the first kill of the game. And they're going B. B is empty. There's only one person here.
All
He's
Rob.
only got an MP9
But the
as
smoke's
well.
come out already. I think he's already predicted this, especially with the cart noise towards A and one certainly towards T
They're
ramp.
expecting this. Is he going to go across or is he going into mid? He's only going mid. This could be a bomb plan. Is he going to go underpass? He's not.
Rob by himself in holding apps a bit aggressively here, especially. But he has the MP9. This can go very badly for Lancaster. Even if they have the gun advantage, they don't. The MP9 from close range is lethal. Rob gets one, gets out as well, jumps out.
Others and the rotates are instant as well. They can't capitalise on that. And they're just stuck in the B apps. They've only got 30 seconds left. They get another kill though. They get another kill. That's 2 kills for them, really. To
and that causes the rotates all the way towards B. A is free as we got Beamer is working through connector.
Surely though, Lee San will find this kill.
For free, that is easy as does, and that's a 1v3 now.
They know where the final is. They can hear his steps. There's only 10 seconds. Surely he just saves his weapon so that he doesn't die after time. Although Rob made this is going for it, and I don't think he'll be able to find it. He dies, but in time. So he.
This. No, he can't. Lee San kills him, denies any opportunity for a clutch. 1v3, unable to be converted for Lancaster.
Even if Lee San did get that kill, Onda was so fast on that flank behind him. He surely does not expect that. The AWP is coming out. Owlet has picked up the AWP. Let's see if he can do anything with it, or if it's just going to be a repeat.
Potentially. There is a potential for this AWP to go crazy. He just needs to hit a few shots.
Solo B. There's a mid play. Where the rest of Lancaster going to choose to go? Well,
2 towards B, 1 towards mid.
Onda slowly holding an aggressive angle. Will he push this or will he just hold it? Is Owlet going to peek into it? And if so, will Owlet get that kill?
Onda swings,
Owlet
dies.
gets the kill. He gets value out of this. Oh, there's another in mid. Will he expect it? Yes, he gets it, but he gets taken down. That is recoverable though. They can get that AWP back. especially now that they've given up that space. The AWP has been retrieved.
But it's already a 4v2. They can't do anything.
They're not exactly 2 health.
Yeah, but it's 4v2. They can't really do anything. But the AWP can go massive here, especially if he hits a shot. Gets one, swing from window, gets traded instantly, and now it's a 1v3.
This is winnable. Look at the hit points. It's possible.
It is possible. It's a 1v3. Bomb is going towards B through apps quickly as possible. But Rob can hear this. He just makes all the noise towards apps. Rotates are going to come in through soon. Yeah. Coming in now. Yes, they know they know he's coming towards B. Rob holding from short, kills Eater, and that is that.
Yeah, 5-0. This is not the start that Lancaster wanted. Maybe it is the start that they expected.
Expected was not what they wanted, clearly.
Absolutely, yes. This is
as they're buying up again.
Another AWP coming out for Owler.
No Kevlar. They are
double AWP on attack.
Oh.
Maybe they got that kill and thought that the AWPs are the way. They only had one and they get to kill them.
Yes. It seems like that because they're not really trying. The window.
Oh, but on the. He's just ready and waiting for it. Where is this other AWP? It's in A main. They're slow walking out. They could get space in from
Eclipse. Is he ready for Tetris peak? He's watching that Tetris peak. There is 2 currently Lancaster players towards Tetris tucked, but there's only 4 players of York towards A. They know that they like that these Lancaster players go towards A. Well. Eclipse thinks he sees one. Out under.
Gets one.
Headshots one with the AWP, but he gets traded off immediately by Lemon.
Spray in his ears and never find it. There's still 1 AWP in the game for York. There's 2 actually for Lancaster. Get a kill with it. Will they get another? They get another. It's a 2v2.
It's now a 2v2. This can be converted, but the bomb is down at Tetris. What do Lancaster do to recover this round? York kind of groups up towards A together. 1 jungle, 1 CT, just waiting.
A minute on the clock. They've got time to work with. Double AWP into AWP AK. Health basically even, but with the AWPs in play, that is irrelevant.
The last 2 players actually alive for Lancaster are the double uppers. They have to kind of work slowly to be able to get this first pick with the AWP, otherwise they're kind of screwed. No, but he switches to an AK. He switches to an AK. Maybe this round is open.
Slowly walking up. You can hear ourselves on the stream.
But they're slowly working it up. The AWP is taking first fight, which is kind of weird. But he swings from stairs, sees nothing. But there is a swing from Tetris, gets killed by Onda. Now to 1v2. With the AK, can't do anything. Eclipse swings from CT. That is the round. 2v2.
That is promising though. They get 3 kills, but do they need these AWPs to get these kills?
It seems like they do, but even in that 2v2, they didn't really play that well. The AK wasn't the one taking the first fight. The AWP was. Even though the AWP should be holding.
At the end though. He dropped it for the AK, but then picked the AWP back up. Which
this
could
is
be
looking
a blunder. Maybe having the AK go in, find those targets, get those opening engagements, and then trading for the AWP. That could be good.
With this lost bonus for Lancaster, they can buy up AKs again, even though they do have 1 Galil on Beamer.
Triple AWP for York.
Triple AWP for York.
They're feeling confident and bold.
Lancaster doing a full B apps rush here. Gets mollied out instantly to stall them out. Can't go through it. They don't want to go through it. They're just waiting. Smoke out. They're trying to push through it. HE comes out, and Eater dies trying to get through. Rob kills him freely. 5v4. Now what do Lancaster do? They're still stuck towards abs. Lee San gets a kill with the AWP. Trying to swing abs. Outlet jumps out. Rob gets that kill for free again. 5v2 now. What? Lancaster just stuck in abs. They can't do anything.
There's 3 people here to wait for them. They're being cut off from their exit as well by, I believe, Suski. And like you said, they just don't have any map control or space.
Onda gets that kill into abs as well. Now the last one, 1v5. Can he do it? He's underpassed by himself.
He's in underpass. He's found a space, but there is still Eclipsed on the A site ready.
Yeah, but I'm not sure York are ready for this. Although they have cleared all of abs. I think they are ready for it now. You see the short watch now from the AWP, and that's that.
They're just ready.
That is that round.
Gonna have a bit of a technical thing here to change the audio device. We still have audio, okay, things are good.
For the most part.
Yeah, don't need to have a tech pause there. Lancaster going to save. No, they're just buying.
They're just buying again. Buying up and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Or are they? They see Tech9s and Julius come out. They have 1 AK.
Hero AK. Hero AK on Beamer. Will they find use out of this Hero AK or not? We've just changed the audio device. Are we changing it back? Let's see what the game audio is on here.
It's fine. It's on SoundCloud.
Is it fine?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. Hopefully League of Legends doesn't have these issues later.
Sorry about that, people.
Yeah, sorry about that. This is a very, I wouldn't say rushed event, because it's very well organised. We've just had so many issues.
Just nothing's going our way.
I looked at the camera to go talk to it and forgot, 1, the camera's not on, and secondly, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, they
Will
took
this
the camera
Tech9
out.
fight stuff? No.
No.
No,
Oh, no
scope.
scope.
The trade is there, though. The trade is there. They do
Beamer,
pick up that
1v4. What can he do? Denies the ace as well with the bomb. Has
the AWP now. This is the gun he's done work with. I don't even know if Beamer has had the AWP yet. He doesn't find the kill. He picks up the bomb. That is not a situation like that.
Oh no.
8-0, and here we were hoping for 22-19 as a final scoreline. We wanted. Ask myself that question every time. Suzuki misses the
Oh my god. Oh no.
That is not what Realita wants to happen in that situation. No. That is the type of kill that he should be getting every single day. And yet he is.
Rob gets that free one as well. Rob
Wants to
gets
get
the
the
second.
kill. The trade's out. He can get the bomb plant. The bomb could go down.
Does
the
he?
B site is open for the plant.
He's missed the bomb. He hasn't picked it up. He can't find it. The rotates are really slow, but they kill 1, 2, 3 towards mid.
You could plant the bomb here. This is the first bomb plant for Lancaster. Just plant it. It's an open site. They know you're here, but the bomb is down.
1v4. What can he do? How's the AWP? Gets the first. Knows another one's short. Can he get the second? Swings right side.
No,
cannot.
he's
Under.
not able to
Gets that
predict
kill. No scope headshot with the AWP as well.
A bomb is down though. They're getting better.
Again, slowly but surely. 9 rounds in, we are getting better.
One of the Lancaster players has gotten up and is getting a beer. This is lovely. This is the type of team that Lancaster are. They are here to have fun and enjoy.
They've got their beer
They're
out.
not here to win. They're here to have a good time.
That's
and
all
I
them.
am all for that. So, if this was to go to a best of 5, the way that Lancaster are improving, I reckon by the best of 5 they'd be 13-0.
Oh, 100%. They would be winning everything. Oh, comes up on the easy kill.
That is a 50-50. Onda loses that if this was a game 2, obviously. Like, the flash
Under
is
gets
out.
a second
Owl,
pushing.
No.
That aggressive upper gets another. Now to 5v3 as all of Lancaster are grouped up towards B.
They're just being picked
but they're
off
getting
by
picked
all.
off. Yeah, one by one picked off. And lost 1, 2, 3 by themselves in apps. Oh my. Oh.
Pistols only, York. No balls.
We got Cheese typing back towards the York team.
York, if you're really about it, pistols only. Let's see if they were actually commit to this.
No, they weren't.
Surely they won't do so.
But this is one of the games of all time,
This
Cheese.
is definitely one of the games of all time. I agree with that.
It's you know those like YouTube videos where you've got like those like 5 silvers.
Yeah, like Silver believes he's worth face it level 10
No.
and he gets put into a face it level 10.
No, I meant like those 1v5 challenges.
Oh, yeah,
It's
those
basically
ones.
what this is.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Lancaster at this point, but
No, but they're having a great time.
they're having a
That's
great
the
time, and that's
thing.
all that matters.
Like, they may be 10-0, but you wouldn't be able to tell that looking at how they're reacting.
That HG's gonna go crazy. Oh,
It's
doesn't.
a bit short, it's just for the smoke, but no one's there to get it. They do have in Underpass.
This is
They're
actually
not
some
looking.
resemblance of like a tactical plan. They've taken Underpass, taken mid, they're
shot's
pushing
missed.
connector, Beamer gets a
First
kill,
kill,
Rita gets a
second
second,
kill, third kill.
That's a 5v3 for Lancaster, can they convert?
5v2, they got
5v2,
3.
5v2, yes, 1 CT, Suzuki by himself, Rob gets a
Rob,
trade towards mid from
that is
short,
bombed out.
Suzuki gets another one, 3v2 now, they're throwing it, but the trade comes out.
1v3 for Rob. Rob is in a 1v3. They can't get the bomb though. It's a 1v2, but look at his health, 28 hit points. Any bullet from an AK and he dies.
Yeah, 1v2 by Rob. Can he do it by himself? Needs the 4K to clutch this. Bomb is going down safe. But both Lancaster players grouped up together, they are scared. One of the Outlet 47 HP. This is still very easily throwable for Lancaster. 1v2, Rob by himself, walking up connector slowly.
They need
walking.
this round.
Clearing all his angles, clear stairs, clear jungles, is staying towards stairs as the Lancaster players. One is Outlet is Tetris and one is tripled. First on triple swings, cannot get the kill. Rob by himself gets both. Kills one from triple and gets one
not the
from
round that
Tetris.
Lancaster should be losing.
They had the advantage there. They were 5v3, 5v2.
5v2, yeah.
5v2,
Lancaster
and-
should not be throwing those rounds. Just trade yourselves out. Just go at each other as a whole team. Send 5 round. They can't mow you all down. They could get 2, but they can't get everyone.
That 1v2 was kind of poorly played. I think the swing from Tetris was a bit overzealous, I think.
Yeah.
From whoever that was. I think they should have played it together a bit more safe.
Was on Tetris. Should not have done so. That is unfortunate.
Lancaster grouping up, having two towards B with up, and Outlet dies towards mid from under, who is upping from short as he gets help from a second person.
That is a very
Rookie doesn't need it.
questionable smoke grenade up at top mid. I think they took top mid a bit too literally there. So,
Suzuki gets another one as Ita gets one back towards A, but gets straight off immediately, and Bomb is in Palace.
Oh, we've been disconnected from being AFK too long. Give us a sec.
Localhost.
Local
Connect,
host.
connect, localhost, connect, localhost, connect, localhost.
Connect local host.
Whoops.
There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't realise you'd get disconnected for being AFK too long. Let's spectate this.
It's a 1v3 right now. I don't know if they
1v4?
They reset the round. Monster.
Yeah, that is a 12.
And that is a 12-0 half.
For York. I don't know if we're going to have a 3-minute pause like there is in ESL and whatnot.
I reckon there isn't. I think Lancaster kind of want to get his game done and over with quickly. I think York are in high spirits, Lancaster in high spirits. I think for the first game of the day, it's gone
we're back in.
Yeah, we're good. It was a bit weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, you get disconnected for spectating too long. Wow. Will Lancaster lose 13-0, like phased it against Mouse recently?
Oh no, wait. Lancaster gambled the wrong side. We've got 4 towards A and only 1 going towards B. Well, York are just doing the good old rush B
Breaking
strat.
in boots right now.
Rush B strat for York.
Do I send a message in the chat telling them there's
No,
5-man?
no, let them play.
Oh,
Suzuki gets the trade on the only one B. That's Bomb going down for sure. As a 3-man flag is coming out. Another one kill from short from
all
under.
of the remaining people of Lancaster pushing through B apps.
And I fear that Eclipse might get 3 here.
I trust.
He gets 1.
I trust the monster.
But there's one's in mid. One's towards mid. Loses the fight towards
Monster.
mid.
See, they get 2. It's a final player. 1, 2, 3.
Can't do anything. That's a 13-0
Unable
sweep
to do
for
so.
York.
That is 13-0 to York University.
GG's in chat.
Absolutely GG's.
Well, for as much of the tech forces that we had, the tech issues we had, 13-0 game was not kind of what I wanted going into this.
A 13-0 game after a 2.5-hour delay.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, 13-0 speech was not what we I was expecting, not that I wanted.
No, like I said, I wanted a 22-19 or something, some like massive back and forth overtime clutches from Lancaster, insane mechanical plays from York, but we may have had the mechanical plays from York, but the clutches just weren't there for Lancaster.
They had the 5v2 in one of the rounds as well. They had the chance, but they just...
Smash is up next.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, so we've been informed to remind you lot that Smash is coming up next after a short break where we get everything set up
short
again.
break in quotation marks.
I promise you it won't be another 2-hour tech issue.
Maybe see you tomorrow. I don't know when it will be happening, okay?
No, I promise you. Our people at York are working hard to get everything working quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for our CS event now. As we set everything up for
Can you go
Smash,
York one of the York players so we can get a post-match interview with them?
I want to see it. It'll be quite funny. Do any of you want to do like a...
Are we getting on the camera, the big camera, for the post-match interview?
Oh, let's get the big camera out, okay.
Okay, we need to bring the mic for the post-match interview, I believe. Are we unscrewing it?
I guess so.
Should we get a member of Lancaster for the post-match interview as well? Okay.
How do I unplug this? I have to unscrew it. Can I unplug the mic?
I don't think so.
Alright. What was it? It was a
We wanted to dress really formal for it, so... we apologise about the delay in setting up the post-match interview.
Just hold this. Just hold it.
Just hold it.
Just hold the whole boom arm.
Oh, just hold the mic stand, okay. We're holding the mic stand.
Jeez, all you need to do is
Did you bring the oven? Did you bring the oven?
No, I finished it.
Okay, we're holding this. We're just
Hold the boom arm.
We're just holding the.
You have to go left a bit.
Is it on camera as well?
That's the camera that we're doing apparently. The big one.
Losers first or what?
Yeah, what happened?
Okay.
What went wrong?
Oh, are we going? Are we rolling?
I don't know. I mean, look at the stream up there.
Yeah, let me know when we're rolling.
Are we streaming? Secondly, to do it then.
What's our username again?
Real eater.
Real eater, okay. I can't remember what happened in the game, so.
Yeah, go.
Say real eater. I got a few kills. If you could talk about that, that'd be great.
Okay, we're joined here with Real Eater from Lancaster. So, what went wrong?
Listen, I think we came unprepared. I think we know and we respect York as a very good CS team.
we came here prepared off a few nights of playing CS together. It's a team we've kind of thrown together, but you know what? We got some kills. We got a few bombs down. I am proud of us. Quite a few of. And this is a shout out to quite a few of the people that are kind of graduating from the Lancaster team this year. I'm sure we'll get some new people through who can compete in future years, because it's always been a bit of a problem for us as CS. We've never been able to compete with York. They're massive with CS. They're really
seem to have really enjoyed it though as a team. Like, you got up and got a beer in the middle of the game. So
yeah.
Your spirits were high, even though the scoreline maybe not so much.
Yeah, spirits definitely high, and sorry to Mum to be drinking at this hour, but
it's okay.
Yeah, spirits high, but I think that's the beauty of what we've got at the game site in Lancaster. We've got brilliant cohesion. Yeah. The fact that we can show up and get battered 13-0 and still have a laugh about it.
Yeah, you seem to be really enjoying it, even if the scoreline wouldn't have shown us much.
Yeah, we did.
And that's what matters.
It is what matters. We had a really good time, but listen, it's about just taking a step back, because we want to come to Roses this week. You know what I mean? We want to. We've done really well at Roses the last few years as Lancaster, and we want to keep building on that. And we want to make sure esports grows with that.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we can build on CS in future years, and maybe one day compete against York, because they are a cracking team.
Yeah, I've heard some very good things about the CS team from York. It's in top level in the UK, not even just at the university.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there's a lot to be competing with.
Yeah.
So,
there is.
Yeah.
There is. But what I will say is, get ready for League.
Oh, I'm playing for League late, so.
Well, we'll get our revenge, trust me.
God.
We will get our revenge on League. I'd say it all hinges on Smash. We came here with the expectation that CS would be difficult, League would be easier. No disrespect.
Okay. We'll see.
Well, we've had some really good League teams.
Oh, yeah, I've heard.
The last few years. So I'd say mostly rides on Smash, but to everyone at home, get your seatbelts on, buckle in. It's going to be a good day, but this is just the beginning. But shame to start on a sour note.
It's okay. It wasn't sour. We seemed to have a very good time there.
We did. That is the most important thing.
That's what's important.
Yeah, good stuff. All right.
Thank you very much.
I guess go interview the winner now.
Okay, yes, we have.
Congrats again. Congrats again. Right.
Well fought.
Well fought.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, so the camera is there. So okay, so we're joined by, what's your username? Suski. Okay. What about right for this game? 13.
We ran forward, we shot them, and they died. It was that easy.
Pretty solid strategy, to be fair. So
the scales were a little bit in our favour, given that I think 2 of them had a collective 12 hours in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, they did say that they kind of.
In which that definitely worked in our favour.
I mean, I didn't have high expectations when they were looking at tutorials for the hour when people were setting up beforehand, so that didn't strike confidence with me for that team. We were hoping for a back and forth 12-19,
12-19?
22-19, that's what I was going to say. One of those double overtime games, those back and forth 1v3 clutches to keep the team alive, but
hey, Rob got one.
Rob did get one.
The 1v2 was amazing.
Yeah.
28 HP, I was glad. You got it.
That's not all round that Lancaster should be losing, though, is it? They get 3 opening kills and lose the game, lose the round. But
it's what can you do?
The triple AWP strategy seemed to work quite well.
It did briefly, and then I guess they ran out of money.
Yeah, that was in your triple AWPs as well. Yeah, you had triple AWPs for a couple of rounds.
At a certain point, we just picked up whatever was on the floor.
Yeah.
And that was about it.
But it worked in the end, 13-0, you can't complain.
As long as everyone else at York, as long as there's this much of a difference between all the teams, we'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So, any future plans as a team together, or nah?
No, probably not.
Understandable.
I met, I think, 2 of these members for the first time today.
Understandable. So, league isn't much different.
Yeah, it was a ragtag group of people, and we won.
Fair enough. Yeah. You got the results you wanted, so can't ask for much more than a 13-0.
Yeah.
There we are. Thank you very much.
Have a good rest of your stream.
You too. Thank you very much. Cave. I believe we finished, and I'm now just going to be standing here on stream by myself. Thank you for joining us for the CS event.
Welcome to Roses 2025. My name is Ezra, and this is
Omar, nice to see you again, Ezra.
Yes.
We are bringing you the Smash Crew Battle. 3 of the finest players from each of the unis have come to represent, and they've all been grinding very hard, playing 8-player Smash, getting ready for this tournament.
I can confirm that this is true. I saw it over there.
This is just a coincidence.
as did many people.
Yeah. But still,
So, yeah.
we're seeing a lot of red in the crowd. Lots of Lancaster players reffing their uni, whereas the York players have kind of got lazy and just not done anything. But still,
There we go. There's our crowd.
big crowd though.
We love to see it.
There's our TO.
Old you.
Old TO. Oh,
And yeah.
rest in peace.
And so,
Yeah, so I think we're going to start getting into this now.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
They can still see us? Oh,
No,
okay.
I forgot about this.
Okay, so,
Alright, so this is a bit of a weird matchup right here. Warman always rocking that DK, pretty much the only character I've seen him with, except for like a small pocket mayo.
oh, okay.
But,
Donkey Kong versus...
Yeah, the Lucas stuff.
So,
I assume this matchup isn't right for DK.
well, I don't think any matchup is great for DK on paper, but that doesn't really matter when you have his
Yeah.
grab, so let's see how it goes.
They've already got that punch online. It's kind of not too bad. We've seen a little bit of damage racked up, but DK doing a great job just like bringing it all back.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, what's he cooking?
just throwing
This guy's
stuff straight
crazy.
to the... Yeah, that's kind of the
Oh
way.
my goodness.
But-
Up.
Ooh, that was a very good delay there. And that's
Is that
the
gonna kill?
stop! Let's
Wow.
go!
Excellent usage
Wonderful
of the RP.
stuff there.
Was there
Unfortunately,
anything K-Tools could have done? Let's be real.
If they
What an
had-
amazing choice.
If they just like shielded after the parry, maybe they would have had a chance. But
Oh, look at that combo though.
yeah, doing a great job here off the ledge. But Waterman just finding these options really well.
Oh. That down here.
That coverage was amazing. Just carrying
Excellent
himself
read.
so well there. Yeah, if
It's going off stage.
this could be tricky because if K-Tools can't find a
Let's see if we can take
spot,
him on the ledge. It
This
seems
could-
like the crowd, we're a bit ahead of the crowd.
We're
So
a
the
bit.
crowd is responding a little bit late from our point of view, but that's okay.
people are cheering for Waterman, their hero.
Oh,
Oh my god,
Oh.
that was a lot of shield pressure
yeah.
there. Doing a great
Excellent
job.
read on the... Oh,
But if Waterman can cheese out another one of these stocks,
way.
oh my god,
Through the side B to get the stop.
0 stocks lost.
That
Lancaster
deserves a
3
round of
stocks
applause
down.
right there.
That was very good stuff. from-
Excellent showing from York's first player.
This puts him in a very good position at the moment.
Yeah.
But this next matchup could be a bit weird, depending on who it is.
Yeah.
Because we got Snake and is it Pika? coming up?
Pikachu? I'm not sure who they play, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
You probably know better than I do. So we're 3 stock to start the game. The scores are 6-9 at the moment. Lovely.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
the
it
crowd
seems like
has
the crowd has just realized what happened.
They have just realized what's happened.
I've never seen such excellent usage of the up B there. He just knew what to do all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's a really strong player. He doesn't go out much. He's gone to like King of the Hills. And there used to be an Isle of Man, which is or White, one of the two.
Yeah.
Not the most like open, like well-known seed, but still, that means they're more of a gem when you actually get to see
Yeah.
them.
I wonder what the stage pick will be.
Yeah.
So, next up we have Dog against Ultimate. Gonna be an interesting matchup. Donkey Kong versus Peach. I can imagine that Donkey Kong kind of gets railed here. But again, we'll have to see.
Yeah, because last time I saw Dog,
Yeah.
they were playing they were still on the Pika, so this is quite
Pika.
different for me.
Are you sure? But
This would have
the
been
Donkey Kong
years
plays
ago.
in.
Dob used to play.
Dob used to play Pikachu, really?
Yeah,
He used to play Meta Knight. I know that.
Oh no, wait!
But-
I'm thinking of Chain Z.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
The Meta Knight could come out. I
Yeah.
can imagine the Edge Guardian's pretty good there.
Very good there.
But Peach probably does fine as well with the juggling, the up airs, things like that. But then again, Donkey Kong has some pretty good anti-airs. And anti-airs are important against Peach. As we know, her float is her best mechanic. She pretty much relies on that.
Yeah,
And
that-
so, we'll have to see how it plays out.
Warman quite a very like aggressive player, so if they can get like baited out
Yeah.
easily by Dog, then that could be a very big advantage for them.
I think it's going to have to be a lot of playing around back airs from both sides, especially
Yeah.
Dob's side though, because back air is a big deal for both characters, but like Donkey Kong's approach to it is going to be anti-airing, whereas Peach's is more so like a spacing thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll have to see how it goes.
The big difference maker, though, I think, is probably going to be Turnip. That's going to be like the catch-all tool that Dob's going to use if they
Yeah,
go.
that is true.
Like
That sounds like free edge guarding. If you can
Yeah.
get above him, just drop it on.
yeah, and also in neutral, as if they can just like bait out options with some Z drops, they'll have that back air and the Turnip.
Very true.
Both of them just working.
I can imagine
together.
turnip trains,
Turnip.
side B.
Do you know if their Turnip trains are good?
Not sure, but we'll have to see. I'm good.
All right, well, we're about to get into it.
Okay.
Let's see if
Let me see if
Lancaster
Lancaster
can try to bring this back.
Oh. 6 to 9 stars.
That's a crazy
Okay.
thing to see. That.
Drippy choppy. Shoutouts to Italian Brain Rot. Big fan.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
don't
Oh,
know.
consider yourself lucky. I love Italian Brain Rot, but if you want to keep a healthy brain, stay off the internet.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Lurili Larila. My favorite. My whole family has been brain rotted. My mum really likes Cappuccino Assassino.
Oh,
And so,
that is a lot of brain rot.
trippy choppy. Here we go.
All right, in we go. Oh, I love the skin.
Yeah, me too. I love the earrings on the skin.
Yeah, the messages.
Alright, here we go.
Anyway.
Oh, that's a
and
statement
a
right
aggressive
there.
start.
That
But
might have been a misinput. Who fucking knows? But
the Nat
yeah.
train though, a clean 60, and that's
Oh.
Dot Eye.
A dot eye immediately. Okay.
Yeah, doing a great job here.
Getting off the ledge. I can imagine the dash attack
Yeah.
be quite
Waterman
effective.
getting a lot less aggressive here.
Oh!
But that's another
How did
stop
he do
stolen.
it?
Oh my god.
Another one! Intentional usage of the armor there too.
Yeah, they're
Amazing.
just great. They always catch that out, but Dob doing a
Whoa.
great job here. Oh, that was nicely done, just getting out of it, but we aren't done yet.
Oh!
Maybe we are.
Nice read on the roll. Okay.
Very good read there.
So, I'd imagine Peach wants to get a lot of mileage off the ledge game here, because one of DK's biggest weaknesses is that ledge. He can't get off the ledge very well.
Yeah.
Then again, he also can't land. He can't really do anything once he gets hit. So,
But the problem is finding that hit in
Yeah.
between those massive hitboxes.
I think it's going to be a lot of trying to call out that up B. The up B is definitely one of Waterman's favorite moves, as we can tell. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and
death?
No,
Oh,
just
that was a
make
good
it out.
beefy up B.
Yeah, the shield poke. Trying to catch something there with the up smash, not quite though.
Yeah. Oh,
That side B is a bit.
nice side B, bro.
Yeah, just carrying them out there, just keeping them a little bit more safe.
Surprisingly, we haven't seen many grabs from the DK yet.
Waterman's not much of a grabber. They kind of like to play that neutral and just find their hits. But they do know that ding dong.
DK's got a lot of good straight hits as well. The back air's a really good move. Down tilt, the up tilt's really good. So right now we're seeing a slight lead from DK, but can he get off the ledge?
That's the big issue here.
That's the big question. Will Waterman be able to return to neutral?
Once again, that pressure that you can always find on DK no matter what character you are, just going crazy from dodging. Great job just catching around.
Oh.
Yeah, 198%. This max rage could be the detriment of dodge.
We're gonna get another upper. Right, there we go.
And that is the up smash to take.
Dom has to be very careful because, as we know, the ding dong percent is inbound.
It is close. I think
I'm not sure what the exact percent is for Daisy, but
this grab could be the one, I think.
maybe.
Yeah, opting for the down B instead.
Yes, nice coverage.
A good option considering they were going for the jump.
Oh.
That should take the stock. Yeah.
Oh, what's he doing? Oh,
I think they are getting
my
a little too
goodness.
big for their boots here. Oh, but the reversal.
Oh my god, this ledge game.
That
There we
is
go. A nice reversal on that edge guard.
it. Waterman.
We need to talk about that mash though. That was a very respectable mash.
That was a very good mash. Yeah, just going straight out of that. We're about to see the pop-off actually.
6 stocks taken from Waterman. It's not looking good for Lancaster right now.
It's not,
but it's okay.
iPhoenix in the back, very good
Yes.
player.
Real ones know about iPhoenix.
I think they're about to see. Yep. Okay. Not quite the pop-off that they had before,
Yeah.
but still. This is the last stock. For Waterman. If iPhone can clean this out, I think there is still a possibility. With some decent snake play.
Yes. And oh, that's us. Hello.
Hello.
Shades. Yes.
Shade. Hey.
Real ones know about iPhoenix. iPhoenix has, as of the past months or so, I've seen he's done quite well. Let's put it that way. He wins pretty much every single week. Every time I show up, he beats me. Every time there's a major tournament in Lancaster, he does very, very well. And so, hopefully, he'll be able to keep that momentum into this game.
Yeah, iPhoenix, I don't really see them at a lot of tournaments, but they have come to pretty much every roster I've run, and every time they've done amazingly. I've done their seed. Like, they were already high seed to begin with, but they were just going further and further. And they've been pushing it even more recently. I saw them get, like, I think, third or second at a Scottish tournament, beating Moon and some other big players, And they did well at the recent Bailrig as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
they are on a warpath, it
I think
seems.
it was 5th place at Bailrig? Maybe 4th.
That's
not
pretty-
sure.
that's-
Either way, that's a very respectable placement.
Yeah.
And so, should we keep the shades on? No, let's take them off.
I think the camera's going off as pretty soon, so. Won't matter long. Yeah, there we go. Right, so. The thing is though, Tung 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 Support. I know that one. Tung Tung Tung.
Okay.
Have they played a lot of DK? I think because that's
I'm not sure.
that might be one of the big things.
You haven't tested.
Yeah,
There we go. An interesting choice, but I think I understand it because Snake is arguably even better on the stage.
Yeah, we are already seeing that big damage. I think.
He's getting blown up.
Unlike the other matchups before, I don't see any like positives for DK.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But it's It's the cheese factor, you know?
The
DK
cheese
is all
factor.
about that cheese and killing you early.
True, they always have that, but
Oh, there we go.
every
That was
trade
quick.
goes into
Yeah.
iPhone's way. It feels impossible. I was gonna
Love
say,
that.
like, York used to have like a decent snake, so like maybe it won't be too bad for them. But
Yeah.
we just saw that blow away. That
Yeah,
was
the
barely
trades just
10
weren't
seconds.
going in its favor that time.
Yeah.
I know they can a lot of the time with DK, but Snake is just a little bit different as a character. Every time you trade with his grenade, a lot of the time he has the advantage after that because he's at a lower percent, and then you can combo off that with a back air also.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, those slow moves finally kind of catching
Yeah.
up to Waterman, but great run from them.
Yeah.
That was 6 amazingly played stocks. I think.
And if we're being honest, Snake's damage output pretty much matches Donkey Kong's, which you wouldn't expect, but it's the truth. I mean,
is
a
true.
single nair from Snake does about the same amount of damage as
And
a combo
also,
from DK.
the only safe move that DK really has is the back air, whereas Snake pretty much choose a move and
Yeah.
it'll be fine for them to hit on shield.
Yeah, Snake does not care about disjoints a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It kind of depends which kind of disjoint. Because I know he deals with, like, how do I say this? If it's a very horizontal disjoint, then he can struggle. If it's more of a vertical one that covers a wide range, like a Corrin Nair or a Lee Sin or forward air, then he's really good at dealing with those.
Yeah.
Compared to something like Sephiroth, where his forward air will just, it's not got very much horizontal range, and so he can, the reason why that's good is because he can intentionally avoid the grenades that Snake places around, and so he can actually hit Snake while avoiding the
Yeah, so Lucina, are they gonna like swipe away and just like
Yeah.
always hit that grenade?
Yeah,
whereas-
exactly.
Okay, I can see that, yeah.
We have to see how it goes. I'm not who does this guy play?
This is Sleepy Boy.
Sleepy Boy, okay.
I think they are on Mi Brawler now. The
Brawler.
replacement for Emily. The long-awaited return of the Brawler.
That's not a matchup I've seen too often. To be fair, I don't see much Meat Brawler anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know this Brawler has had some pretty decent field testing, but it's still fairly new. Whereas iPhone kind of been playing this character for years, just like solidly understands what they have to do, and they probably played a few at this point.
Yeah.
So it could be a bit tricky, but I do believe in Sleepy Boy getting some solid stock.
Oh, we're
it's
already straight into it.
started,
Okay, hello. Ooh, I like the costume.
Yeah, the teddy bear.
Alright. So we're gonna
Very
see
slow play. Yeah, it's complete opposite of what we saw last stock.
a very defensive style from Snake here, as you would expect. Meat Brawler is a very hyper-aggressive character.
Yeah, but Sleepy Boy used to play Pikachu, so not necessarily one for like the super duper fast play. Capable of just like exploiting those faster moves, but like not overcommitting too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar to Donkey Kong, it's a lot of playing around like that.
Oh,
there we
that
go!
up tilt,
The
taking
up
that
tilts.
very early.
Nice
90%.
anti-air. Are we going to see a back throw forward? Maybe it's too high now. Oh well. Oh, the snipe attempt.
Yeah, it's
Respectable.
tempting. Ooh, trying to just weaving through these grenades, trying to find an opening, but this is where it's hard. They turn into a wall here. Oh, nice!
For Lancaster right now, every stock matters. I don't think iPhone can afford to lose a stock.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but they are on 150. It's gonna be a bit tough to hold on to this. Nice stuff, trying to just burst
Oh,
out.
he's so good! How does he do it?
iPhone just
Oh my God.
putting on a clinic here, just doing
Exactly.
an amazing job.
I'm gonna be real, iPhone is the best up tilter I know. He is the
Yeah.
best up tilter I know. Oh!
And trying to go for it there, take it all just in a matter of seconds.
Yes. Is that gonna kill? Ooh, a forward throw might kill at this percent.
The
We'll have to
jump
see.
scare, I don't think just yet, but that's the stop.
Yeah.
That's all we need. That puts York in the lead in the event that
Yes.
this ends here and now. But
Oh,
Knee Brawler, those combos are notorious for how quickly and easily they can be found. So if we can see just one of those,
there we go. Another up tilt.
Okay. Commentator's curse.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Beautiful. To be fair, to his credit, every single up tilt was unique in its own way.
Yeah.
The first one was like an anti-air, the second one was a roll read, the third one was just catching him on the platform. And so that's a nice selection of up tilts. At least it wasn't the same thing every single time.
Yeah, that was genuinely amazingly played
We love
by
that.
iPhone.
As I said, iPhone, best up tilter in the country, at least top 3.
At least
He's
top
very
three,
good at that.
yeah.
I'd say, hear me out,
Don't
his
say-
up tilts are better than Toe Jams.
No. Thank you.
His up
I
tilts
thought
are
you were
better
going to
than
say
Toe
Toe Jams might be better.
Toe Jams are not better. Well,
No.
Toe Jams are pretty good too. Actually,
They're pretty good.
I'll give Toe Jam credit. Toe Jam's up tilts are pretty good. I've got hit by quite a few of them.
They're decent, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're in the upper echelon
Yeah.
just yet.
We didn't see many C4s that game, and I know iPhone is very good at C4ing as well.
Yeah, every time they placed them, the good thing that Sleepy Boy was doing was like kind of pushing them around and like forcing them to move away from it. So like they couldn't like actually pressure them with it. They were being forced.
Yeah, it's more about controlling the space that your opponent feels comfortable in rather than the
Yeah.
move itself. So,
The problem was there was always something in the space.
Yeah.
It wasn't C4, but it was always Nade or it was Nikita. So it was just never easy for them to get anything
Yeah.
going.
okay, so, oh my god, we're already at the end.
We're
We've got
at the
5
end. We have
against iPhone.
5, LA 5,
Ali 5.
LA 5. At
Let's go,
one of
iPhone.
2 French Falco players we have.
Really, 2
Yeah,
French Falcons.
we have 2 of them, and
Who's
it
the
turns
other
out Ken Pigs Fly. They met for the first time in York, but then it turned out that they went to the same school as each other.
Really?
It's crazy.
It's always funny when that happens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about the matchup. I'd imagine Falco does decent.
Falco, I think neutral might be a bit tough in spots, but they can like shut them down with the laser, and if they can't recover high against them.
The laser's going to be annoying because honestly Snake can't approach very well,
Yeah.
and that laser forcing approaches, it's going to be a hassle. Also the reflector,
Reflector as well, I forgot about
yes,
that.
not to mention the reflector.
And 5 is quite aggressive as well. They like to force options out of you. If like they'll side B into you to like force an interaction.
To be fair though, on the other hand, Snake Grenade is pretty good at getting out combos.
Yeah.
And so it might 5 might have to take a different approach to comboing, or his advantage state in general. And so we'll have to see.
Yeah, but the thing is, 5 has the extra stock to play around with. If they can figure that out quickly, then I think it'll come down very much down to the wire who wins. It's going to be an interesting match, yeah.
5.
They're shouting that he's going to take 5 stocks even though there's only 2 left. Yeah, actually, technically, there are 5 between the 2 of them. You got 3 plus 2, so
yeah.
I guess it could happen if we get a tie.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
What happens then?
If there's a tie, if they both die on the last stock,
yeah,
I guess they just replay the stock.
I guess, yeah.
I'd love to see that happen.
That would be something magical if that happened. Yeah. I think we are about to start. I'm seeing that.
I'm trying to think if these guys have played before. I wouldn't know, so.
Yeah, they're on very opposite ends.
Yeah.
London compared to Lancaster and that area.
Yeah.
And then to York. I doubt, unless it was at a big tournament.
To be fair, iPhone has a tiny bit of experience with my online Falco. If that means anything. It absolutely doesn't because my Falco's toxic. But it's okay.
I think 5's friends with, has at least played Kodiak. So maybe that, or maybe 2. Yeah. So you might
the final match already.
Yeah, already going out with these reflectors and spaces.
Yeah.
Oh, but
right off the bat, I think that 5 has the right idea. If he commits to playing lame, this is going to be very difficult for iPhone.
iPhone trying to just duck underneath all of this stuff. Playing that keep way. They're doing a great job with these dash attacks.
Where's he rolling? Oh, what's he doing?
Yeah, no,
I love that.
He loves that. And just making it not
The
quite
rare
getting the 2
iPhone
frames.
L. He hits those all the time, but not today.
Yeah, we haven't seen one. They've gone for it in every single against every single opponent we have, and still nothing yet. Maybe we'll see it last stock. Who knows? It might be the trump card.
Oh! I did not see that coming.
Me neither.
I was definitely getting hit by that.
Yeah.
I think everyone was. Who remembered the C4 was there? Not me.
Okay, we're seeing a bit more scared play. 5 kind of taking it a bit slow.
Oh, how's Falco gonna kill? The thing is, Snake at the moment is out of the up tilt. Oh, there we go.
That is amazing.
I was gonna say Snake is outside of the up tilt percentage, so we can't get the up tilt back air that Falco's love to do.
Yeah.
So
this is not
oh,
looking
he's
good.
getting cooked. Are we gonna see an 8 stock from iPhone? Is that 8 stocks across the board?
That
He
would
takes
be 8 stars.
maybe 7. I don't know.
Oh no, 7. It's 7.
Yeah.
It's looking really good here. The
It's
wall
looking
is
very
up.
good.
How does Falco get in here?
Yeah. Playing from behind is only good if you're... Sorry, playing lame is only good if you're in the lead. From behind, it's a different story.
That early stop really working out in iPhone's favor. But if they can just find a way, catch them with one good tilt.
Where's the C4?
There it is. The C4 though, we're playing the game.
This is not out of the realm of possibility.
I don't think the C4 is down. I think the setups are going to have to start again here.
Yeah,
But the combos are going to start again. The engine is going to start revving up.
of course. Ooh, nice grab. There
And
we go.
that is it. Even up in an
oh,
instant.
So, oh my goodness.
Oh, trying to get the 2 frame there. A little bit revenge for the...
This is an even game. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay.
And not
The advantage
quite, yeah.
state. That's what Falco's known for.
Oh, and
is
that's a
that
back at. That's
One
a
more of
really
those
bad
and it's
position.
curtains. Oh my god, the pressure these players must be feeling right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my god, and
God.
the catch on
And
the
that does
fucking
it.
dash attack. That was amazingly played. Like I said, down to the wire.
Yeah.
Just great stuff from both of
Oh my
them.
goodness. Amazing catch. I love that he ended it with an F smash because he had been getting F smash the entire game. That was
Yeah.
the bane of his existence. And to do it back to him as a finisher, I love that. That's my favorite part
Very
as well.
poetic.
Yeah.
Very Ouroboreal. Ouroboros?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Cinematic parallel.
That is the set though. That was just amazing stuff from
There
both
we
of
are.
them. Yeah, they finally seen
the
it.
crowd are finally caught on. Congratulations to York for winning the crew battle.
And good stuff from Lancaster for putting up such a good fight.
Yeah, shout out to Waterman. That was respectable. I love those upbeats.
Shout out to iPhone. We love
Shout out to iPhone.
We hate Android.
Real. How many starts was that? So that was 6 from iPhone and also 6 from Waterman.
6,
then-
7. Oh, 6 from both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it just came down to that final stop. And it was close. And again, I love how it ended with an F smash. I think the struggle for 5 in that game was the fact that Snake was already out of the up tilt percentage, and so he was really struggling to kill for a long time, and that let Snake kind of run with the lead a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm saying Snake, sorry, iPhone, yeah. And so Snake is also one of those characters that is really good with a lead. He didn't necessarily have the lead there, but considering the fact that Falco had to commit to something to kill, he could take advantage of that. And so that's what was bringing it close, in my opinion. Also, the F smashes, Jesus Christ, those were good. He's very good at those F smashes, as we know. Anyone that knows iPhone, anyone that's played him, especially if you main Joker and have to argue with Arsene, not a fun time. That's happened to me more than once, I'll say that. But yes, excellent showing from 5 and Waterman and Sleepy Boy, of course.
Great stuff from the
Yes.
Lancaster team, doing a great job, especially after they had to come all the way down here
Yes.
so early. I hope we get to see this more again in the future. This is
Yeah.
only second time since post-COVID that I've seen a crew battle. So hopefully we'll see another one next year.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I might not be here next year. Will you be here next year?
I would probably come just to support. I'm not at uni, but I came here to say hi. They handed me a mic, and now we're here.
Yeah. So
Right, I think
All
that's closed up for us.
I think it is.
Thank
Should
you
we
for
put the shades on?
having us. Yeah, put back on the shades.
we should have just kept them on. Basically. The shades.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema. It has been a great honor. Thank you for letting me commentate, and thank you for watching.
Yeah.
And so, congratulations to York once again. Very well deserved win.
Yeah.
Lots of sauce on that team. I'll give them that.
Thanks for coming with me as well, by the way. It was
You
super
too.
fun.
Yes, it's been super fun.
Yeah, glad to see you again.
Yeah.
Not just in Pixel Bar.
Oh, Pixel Bar.
Yeah. But
I'll be back soon. I'll be back in like 2 months or so. We'll see each other again.
we'll see.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final game of Roses Esports League. Make some noise! We have both teams ready and set up, about to go into Champ Select. You want to make a couple of comments about the team?
Yes, so I'll give you a little run through of the teams. So for Lancaster, we have Frosty in the top lane, we have Llama Lord in the jungle, Owlet in the mid lane, Mr. Brother support. Over on York side, we have Cheese on the top lane, Hellwise on jungle, Tato on mid, Knight on AD, and Elke on support. I think it's going to be a great game. Obviously, we must bear in mind Lancaster traditionally always win league.
We're changing that. We're changing that today.
But York have been trying to change that. Lancastrian, I'm not too sure, but you never know. Life is full of surprises.
As I know, the York team very recently formed. They've only had a couple of practice games together, but I've seen the chemistry with these players. I've seen the amount of passion that they have for the game, and I do truly think that they could take the W here. I know tensions are quite high for these guys because looking at the ranks right now, it's not looking too great for York, but I'm sure we'll be able to pull through somehow.
You never know. And from mix of experience and young blood. We've got some of the players in our team. Wenlass, it's his first year here, second from the right. We've got Mr. Brovenjoyer on the far right. It's his first year properly in the society. All the way down to the left here, we've got Frosty, the Masters top laner. This is Farmer Lord, your second left, and Owlet in the middle. Those are two really seasoned Lancaster players. They are pivots of the community, and they are absolutely brilliant players. You can see Josh, you can see Owlet, he's got his sunglasses on, he's in his element. I heard the music he was listening to, he's locked in. Lancaster have come here today to win league.
And what I can say about the York team is, again, pretty hosh-posh team, put together quite recently as well. I know that a lot of them haven't had much competitive game experience. For example, Knight hasn't actually played any proper matches or LAN. This is his first LAN event actually. Cheese has had a couple of competitive experience, but he hasn't played. But I'm sure that that they'll be able to pull through in the end, because I think it's just the passion, It's Roses. We're at York. This is their hometown. This is the place they're gonna win if it's gonna happen.
Interesting point you make. Makes a difference in Roses because we're here in the arena now. I mean, look at the fans. There's a few Lancaster fans, but it's mostly York in this space. And how much do you think it depends on the fans to get behind these York players if they are going to win today?
Honestly, I feel like compared to maybe traditional sports, with esports, it does matter a little bit less, I'd say, because you're fully locked into the game. You can't really hear the rest of the crowd and whatnot. But I do think the idea that they're here on their hometown, the comfort of being, in the city that they're used to, and having, this space. We've all had lectures in this space before. We know how it feels. We know how it is, and it's just more of a homey type vibe, I would say personally.
Interesting you say that. You've always got to bear in mind. And we were getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock to get the coaching at 10 to 6. That could play a difference as well.
That could honestly play a difference.
We're not the most well-rested bunch.
That's true.
A couple of us may have had a tipple here and there as well. Obviously York players have, what time are we on now? We're on 3:30.
Yep.
Could have rolled out of bed at 3 o'clock and could have got home.
Yeah, to be honest, from what I heard, a lot of our players here, they've woken up at 12 and rolled in because obviously everything got delayed by a little bit. So we've had most of us probably had 8 hours of sleep. So we're all looking good.
The easy life.
You say the easy life. We'll take any advantage we can get. To be honest,
that's home advantage for you, isn't it?
It is home advantage.
Really
I would say it does make
advantage.
that little bit of difference. And it might.
You talk about York. You talk about how they're a newly thrown together mishmash team, and how some of them haven't even got LAN experience. So, what credentials have they got? How have they made it into this team? Have they performed well in solo queues, or anything we should look out for today from the York team?
Honestly, I don't think team-wise they haven't had that much experience together, as I mentioned earlier. amount of experience in solo queue from what I understand, and I think and individually I know they are very strong players. I think what is going to make the difference here is if they can come together and work greatly as a team. From what I heard, they had a couple of practice games 2 days ago and they had a very decent win rate from what I heard, and so it's looking pretty good chemistry wise, but it's just can they pull through and will that difference be able to take the advantage over Lancaster today?
So on that note, obviously being major underdogs York and kind of maybe having a bit of form in their solo queue games, do you think possibly that, you know, esports in general, do you think possibly that complacency could play a part here in Lancaster?
I do honestly think that could be a decent thing, because I know that the confidence from your team is quite high, because from what I heard, you guys are very expecting to win this one.
I think I've played my part in that.
You have definitely played your part in this one. I think you're very much expecting to win this one, and so there is an opportunity that that could lead to a little bit of, you know, a couple minor mistakes, couple slip-ups.
Yeah.
And I think but I think the matter of fact is, the other two games, not to rub it in or anything, but so in a sense there are slightly less stakes on this game, which could also lead to a little bit of complacency for the Lancaster team. But I don't think that that's going to push down either teams, to be honest. I think both teams are here to win it. Doesn't matter about winning it overall. I think it's about getting the win today in this one match here.
Definitely. I mean, I think you can even look at that in a different way. You can even Lancaster are going to look at this that they're 2-0 down after an absolute. Like that, it was embarrassing. Got 3 kills, by the way, but absolutely pasted in CS, and then a really close, tight Smash game, which was absolutely brilliant to watch.
An insane Smash game.
If you've not seen it, I'd recommend going back and
go
watching
back
it.
to the VODs.
That was
watch
brilliant.
it again.
But Lancaster don't want to come on this big, massive away day and come away with nothing.
That's true.
That's got to drive them.
Honestly,
the fact that we're 2-0 down has got to drive them to take something away from this.
That is a
big
very
day
good
out.
point. Yeah, and I think. Honestly, losing this losing this League of Legends game would put a big dent in because of how high the confidence is.
It would be embarrassing.
Alright, so.
Then I'm going to hit the end of it. Here we are moving to draft now.
Very
so
good.
Let's see
Moving into the picks.
what we can get.
Alright.
And we are into draft. Obviously, in the coin flip before, Lancaster won the coin flip and chose red side, leaving York on blue side. I ran the coin flip. It was a 2p coin.
First ban comes in. York banning Fiora.
So, you'd obviously think that's aimed at the top lane. Do you think York could maybe come in some intel?
Potentially. I mean, it seems there's a bit of a row coming in from the Lancaster side, but they banned Aatrox, which is.
So top lane focus on the bans, obviously making sense because Frosty is a Masters player. So it makes sense that it's kind of top side bans from York, also from Lancaster as well. And got banned. Now, I will say I didn't want to say this, didn't want to leak anything, but obviously he did get from the Renekton ban, so it's all on top lane.
It's all on top lane, yeah. Interesting to see that Lancaster's focusing on top lane bans as well, for now at least.
Perhaps
I wonder where that is. Any intel you've gotten from?
I mean, perhaps Lancaster have got, you know, kind of a safe top laner that they kind of want to take over. Wow, that is a shocker.
Is that a shocker?
Mr. Brotherjoyer, probably one of Lancaster's most amateur players, to be honest.
Really?
And Jinx being one of his comfort champs on ADC. The fact that York had picked up that intel is incredible. And then a set ban right at the end.
That is gonna hurt.
And now we're getting into picks.
That is very much gonna hurt because I know that our Cheese, our top laner, he's very interested to see what he's gonna play instead now. First pick's coming in now from York. Locking in. And
for Lancaster, Owlet is sometimes called a whale. And they've picked away that comfort pick just to make Lancaster a little bit uncomfortable.
also quite comfortable on Hui as well. So it may have been just pure coincidence that this happened. But
Yeah,
either way, it
we
is
have
going to
first pick.
hurt.
Let's pick it away.
Yeah.
So Lancaster going on the Jin Zhao here. That is
Jin Zhao,
definitely going to be Llama Lord on the Jin Zhao. One of his elite picks, I would say.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah, of
I think
course,
that's
of
good
course.
from Lancaster, and then
Coming up
so
with
they
Varus.
respond straight away. So we've seen the Jinx ban, and we get a Varus in return. So this could be an on-hit Varus, it could be a poke Varus, it could be an AP Varus. You never
There's
know.
a lot to consider here for
Lot
the
to
bot
consider.
laners, for the bottom and the support.
Lot to consider, but
Next.
that's jungle and AD picked away, and the way. So that is on Alchemist.
Taking Jin, I know for a
spot.
fact. I
Wow.
know for a fact that Knight is happy about that pick. Knight is very happy about that pick.
Knight's
I know
happy to get his
he's
Jhin
very
through.
happy with his Jin.
Now happens to get his Jin through. I wonder how Lancaster will respond to that. So Neferi,
Yeah.
picked by Chief. So that is going to be a Neferi jungle, I believe,
I do believe so, yeah.
from the intel I have gathered.
I'm pretty sure it should be the Fury jungle. Be surprising if it was anything else, to be honest.
So picked back into the Jin Zhao. So how do you kind of see that matchup playing out? Obviously, Jin Zhao, S tier elite jungler. Neferi also quite a strong jungler.
Quite very
in there.
strong, yeah. But
Kind of two picks in you'd expect. And the Galio
Oh, the Galio!
comes out.
Ooh.
Wow.
That is interesting.
An R3 Galio from Lancaster. That is confident.
That is very confident.
That's a confident Galio pick. Now, I will say, that's Owlet Galio.
Right.
He's comfortable on that champion.
He's comfortable.
It's a pocket pick.
It is a pocket.
I
pick.
can pull out
against
Galio.
against the Hui as well, presumably. It's going to be a very interesting match to watch. All right, next band's coming in from Lancaster.
So Lancaster
Planning the choke.
and Lancaster still looking to target
Yeah,
top
targeting the top
and
here, I think.
mid lane.
Trying to give as much advantage to Frosty from what I'm
Yeah.
seeing here.
Interesting, isn't it, how Lancaster are saving their... So they've gone for that Galio.
Yeah.
And presumably knowing how comfortable Owlet is on the Galio, you presume it's mid lane. So they're saving their support for phase 2 of the draft stage. Quite interesting. So they must have a lot of faith in Lancaster.
Yeah, they should definitely. Because, I mean, yeah.
Volley Bear Band coming out, so still
focusing on
chipping
the top,
away,
chipping
away
away,
on that
yeah.
top lane. It really goes to show. And you know, top lane is people talk about it as an island sometimes, but
Yeah.
this just shows how important it can be.
Exactly, because like when it comes to like the later stages of the game, the winner of the top lane can definitely shift the tides of the battle very easily, especially if it's like a stronger top lane.
Yeah.
Like Cho'Gath, for example, that band there is definitely. Ooh, the Leona band coming in now.
Leona Band.
Going for a support ban.
Wow. So do you know if that's backed by anything? Do you think Lancaster have gone, we don't like Leona, or is Elkin known to play? Because we're thinking that way is on Elkin, right? Or is it away mid?
Maybe. Oh, I think it might be way mid here. I'm not sure.
So you think it's way mid? So both teams have
No,
actually
yeah, it
left.
is way mid. I'm pretty sure it is way mid now.
So both teams have left support for phase 2. Really interesting.
There's always another way.
And the Nami ban
Alright, well,
coming
there's
out
all
against
the bans coming.
Wenlas.
Oof. So that was a misspoken from me, and it is Tato on the way. I misread it from there. But
Right,
yeah.
we've got
yeah.
Tato away here. Champion's comfortable on, would you say?
Yeah, very comfortable on. From what I understand, at least that's what we were speaking about it earlier. He said he's planning on playing the way, so I think he's very happy.
Nautilus
to get that.
coming
Ooh,
out here
Nautilus
from
support,
Lancaster. So they are
Varus
definitely,
Nautilus.
they're definitely building a draft here. And it seems like they're putting a lot of faith in Mr. Brotherjoy on the Varus.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, Varus can really carry Xin Zhao, not so much. Galio, not so much. Nautilus, definitely not.
Yeah, but Varus here could be definitely like the one to watch out for.
Responding with the Janna now. Jin Janna, that's Varus Nautilus against the Jin Janna. It's a worrying lane to play into.
It is.
It's all about those nados, isn't it?
It is
And
100%.
the Darius comes out.
top. Oh,
Finally, after all these bans, we finally get a top laner picked, and
it's
York have
Darius.
gone for the Darius. now.
Darius is dangerous.
So how could Lancaster respond to this?
I'm very interested to see what they're going to pick here. Let's see. 14 seconds on the clock. What are they going to go for?
Thinking about this, but obviously Lancaster deep in discussion about this. How are we going to counter Darius? Because also, if you think about it, there's not much character potential there, really.
Yeah, true.
And the
there's
Shen comes out.
Shen comes
Wow.
out. Wow. That is.
So we've kind of got 3 tanks on Lancaster here.
This could be a tough one for York to pull through with the amount of healing and health. Not healing, sorry. The amount of health that they're going to have here.
Yeah.
And with the TP on Shen, we could see a lot of plays cross map here.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the Shen and the Galio, you know, they're looking to play together.
Yeah, for sure.
proof's in the pudding. They are a team who knows each other well. They're not all on the same team in books competitions, for example.
Yeah.
But Lancaster's that sort of community where everyone does play together and everyone gets a feel for each other.
Yeah, I feel that is one thing that you guys have the advantage on because, again, York hasn't played that much together until very recently. The team was kind of mosh-posh together.
Yeah.
So it could be that deciding factor. You know, the teamwork and the communication between them might allow them to get a bit of an early lead. But
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see how this plays out. Very excited indeed.
Do you think Lancaster have kind of rolled the dice here because, we are obviously, as we have been for a couple of years, I'd say we're in a bit of a tank meta right now.
Yes,
Tank's
sure.
quite strong.
Tank's are very strong.
I mean, Sunfire Cape has been, easily a great item in the game for a long time. So we've obviously got quite a few tanks on Lancaster, but they will still output damage because we are in a tank meta.
Yeah, and also the Varus is there as well too.
So much peel for the Varus. This Varus should barely die this game, realistically.
Honestly,
speaking.
yeah.
The amount of peel. But we must remember, it's Mr. Brotherjoy.
It is Mr. Brotherjoy with the Galio, right? Yeah.
Mr. Brotherjoy on that Varus.
Oh yeah, Mr. Brotherjoy
on the Varus.
On the Varus, yeah.
He may well. He's a good lad, but he's known to get caught. He's known to get a bit fancy free.
I mean, you got to limit test, man. You never know. You never know what could be the
Got to
play.
limit test, but you'd hope they don't do it in the last game of Roses, eh?
I mean,
wow.
It would make it an interesting match. That's all I'm going to say.
It would.
It would make it an interesting match.
It really would. But I think Lancaster will be quite happy coming away from this draft because they're all quite comfortable champs.
Yeah,
from knowing them, Frosty's happy on his Shen.
Yeah.
Lomel's really happy on his Jinjao. It's his choice pick.
Yeah.
Going into this. Owl at Galio pocket pick. What can we say?
That's true. I gotta say the same for York as well, to be honest, because I know that they were planning on getting the Hui, and the Jin was definitely something that Knight definitely wanted to get in.
Wow.
And I know that Cheese is very comfortable on the Darius as well. It may not have been his first pick. He was definitely planning on playing Set, I think, and I think Aatrox might have been his second pick, which is a very good snipe from the Lancaster team there. But of course, Darius is a very comfortable champ for most top laners, I'd say.
Yeah.
So definitely not something that he's too unhappy with, but I know he would have definitely preferred to play that Set. But,
yeah.
I mean, same goes for you guys as well. That Urgot ban must have hurt quite a bit.
It really did, I think, because obviously, Master's top laner, got there most playing Urgot.
Yeah.
If he got through on Urgot, you'd be comfortable that no matter what happened elsewhere on the map, he'd feel okay.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
He'd true comfort, you know what I mean? But all this focus on the top lane, in total we've had 7 top lane bans across the whole banning phase, and we end up with a Shen into a Darius. Now, how do you read that lane? So Frosty is looking at me with a smile on his face, with absolute glee. So he obviously feels confident.
He
about
does
it.
feel confident, yeah.
I mean,
Shen
do you think Cheese might feel the same? Do you think Cheese thinks, I can play Darius into Shen?
I mean,
what do you think?
I'm hoping he does think that. I am really hoping that he does think that. But I mean, obviously, I think Shen is quite a decent pick into the Darius. It could be
obviously a strong pick right now.
It is a very strong pick, yeah. Generally, of course, with the tank meta as well. I think it is going to be quite a struggle top lane for the dominance there, because I think if the Darius does get ahead in quite a bit, then it could.
It's a snowball, isn't it?
Fully a snowball. And then again, but if the Shen gets ahead, then it's going to be way too tanky to take down too easily.
Yeah.
I think honestly, if I'm being completely fair with you, my eyes are more towards the bot side here. I'm very interested to see how that matchup plays out.
So if we take a look at the rune selections, for example,
of course.
So we've got the Varus. He's gone flash barrier with the lethal tempo, which you'd think he's going on hit.
Yeah.
Nautilus standard build. Jin gone for the Dark Harvest over the Fleet Footwork. I mean, come on. We all prefer playing Dark Harvest over
Of course.
and then the Janna gone for the Exhaust, which...
Oh, yeah.
So, who's that Exhaust going to go on? How often is the Janna going to get in range of the Varus?
That is true. It's
only really kind of the Jin Zhao that you think should be able to use it.
Yeah, because it's not going to be very easy to
that
get.
Janna should never be getting anywhere near Varus, and he's definitely going to be the main output of damage for Lancaster, you would think.
Yeah.
So we are in now.
What do you think about the new map? Honestly, I love it.
It's beautiful. It is quite beautiful.
It is a very lovely map. The Spirit Blossom is...
It's beautiful.
It's a very nice map.
And feel free to let us know what you think of the new map in the chat. So let's see what goes on here. So Lancaster all going towards the bot lane.
Oh, this could be very interesting. Don't want to shout too loud. Just give you a healing tone, but Looking for a
Well, we are on spectator delay, so don't worry about that.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright. Oh, getting that early takeout on the Aaron. Well, first blood already taken here. That's giving them a quick lead on the pizza strike there.
Yeah, I mean, Kitty's Jim, surely he just flash.
Yeah, true.
First blood taken away.
He did get hooked by that Nautilus though, so...
I mean, Lancaster will absolutely love that.
Yeah, that is true. It's a decent, it's a good confidence boost as well right at the beginning of the game. I know it's going to hurt for Knight here.
Yeah. Obviously the kill going on to the Varus as well, who they will be wanting to funnel their gold into. It's a bit of a dream start for Lancaster, isn't it?
It is quite good here. It's looking a little...
Oh yeah.
Alright, starting, both sides starting on red. So getting a nice lesion there.
Alex taking a bit of damage. The damage in the way.
Yeah.
And trade with it.
Especially, obviously, with the range champs as well in the early game, it's very hard to not take too much damage there whilst losing out too much CS.
Yeah. I think it will really be a test of Balance still there as Cheese trading into Frosty.
Not getting a decent hit on the Varus.
Important thing to know as well is that the kill happened so quick when this one was going around to stage, and he bought himself a dagger.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So he has got the slight advantage. So they pick level 2 now.
Oh, the flash.
Jin finally uses flash, lands on the Janet.
The Varus is taking damage here. Could this be a... Oh, getting that kill there, but unfortunately it did go to the Alchemist, but still that is definitely not something to be complaining about from the York side there. I think I get that second kill.
Well, last back up.
Backing up. Oh, I don't want to get too greedy here, but that is a decent 1-4 there at the top.
Surely you're not happy about that if you like after, right?
Yeah, obviously not. I mean, taking that kill on the Varus there is going to hurt a little bit. But of course, that kill did go to the support, which is obviously not preferable, but definitely not something to complain about either.
Yeah. If you look at this ball in here, a lot of that wave kind of went missing, so it's already quite a disadvantage.
A little bit. It looks like Cheese Epic is getting very comfortable.
Yeah. Because he's building that slow push up. Frosty obviously pretty much full HP. Obviously level 3 against level 4, tanks the Q. I'm sure he's quite comfortable. I'm sure he's in his own.
Yeah, it's Shen, isn't it? It's not something to be too worried about. Ooh, mid lane is taking a little bit of damage there. Ooh, getting the hook in there. That's not really damage.
Freelance. Just the safe. Just playing safe from Frosty.
Honestly, might be the smart thing to do here, obviously. You don't want to get that Darius on the early lead, because once it starts snowballing, it's very difficult to stop.
Yeah, exactly. And that is exactly what will be on Frosty's mind. He just wants to play it. Nothing too Well, catching. The Fury just down and out in 4 minutes, already dying. Not ideal.
Not ideal.
Great catch there. Really well coordinated.
It was a very good
well coordinated catch from Lancaster. And that's the thing. It's that coordination. It's that, just knowing each other.
Yeah, you're right.
It really does make a difference.
Being able to move around like that and kind of respond to the rest of the team, worried about what they're going for.
Great trade from Foster there.
Yeah, true. Darius taking damage here. Cheese can't be too happy about that one. The Hui is also looking a little bit less healthy than the Galio here. Taking a couple hits there.
It's just following up. Obviously,
he's managed to get a panic, but is he going to take a little bit too much damage for it?
Calm and collected from Foster.
Yeah, true. He's playing this very, very slowly, and it's working very, very well for him.
Is Llama getting caught here?
Yeah,
History repeats itself. Looks like he just flashed out as Owlet. Forces a flash out from the play. Forward. W goes wide. I'm sure the play can't stay here long. Even though Gallo's getting collapsed on. And he manages to ult out. Brilliant play from Owlet. And he goes back in.
back to those. Of course, Quay is not very healthy at all, so Fury is still feeding for that. But he's trying to get a couple more CS just for backing off, but it's a decent tussle. No kills sat there, but it just goes to show that the aggression is definitely there from both teams. They're not shying away from a fight.
No, they're both here to win.
Yeah, exactly.
You can set up to win or you can set up to not lose, and both teams are definitely here to win.
Yeah.
TP coming out from Owlet, just calm and collected.
Not trying to miss any CS. Oh, perfect time there.
And speaking of CS, not too much disparity between any of the lanes, apart from in the bot lane where Mr. Brother seems to have a bit of an advantage. And I mean, I guess you could say that Hellwise has got a bit of an edge as well, even though he got caught. But he's got to obviously remember the Lava Lord participated in 2 kills, he's been quite active on the map. Further proven by the fact that there's now 4 of them on the break. More brilliant coordination by Lancaster.
York needs to pull up with the team.
Bit rowdy in it.
Yeah, a bit rowdy. It's like, see what's going to come. Yeah, getting that first streak there.
Beats are looking leaning to Lancaster right now, but
potentially.
Still too early to say. Far too early to say. I mean, there's a difference. If you actually look at it, York are actually 100 goals ahead, so there's really not that much difference.
Yeah.
Takes it, right?
And he wins it quite well, actually. Quite comfortable with that. Hellwise, on that carrier. Taking the damage and got that tanking really good.
Channel comes out.
Stand
United, and they're just going to chase the Fury down. That's the first thing. Great flash talk from Frosty. That's brilliant. And the flash talk from the Owls as well. Out. There's hooks everywhere. Frosty gets out alive. Cheese may have bitten off, but he gets a kill. He gets 1, he gets 2.
Can he get the third?
He can't get the third.
Unfortunate, but still that was very, very strong cheese there. Managed to get 2 kills with that on a sliver of health. Definitely going to hurt a little bit.
Ghana seems to have set Mr. Lovejoy. He'll just farm it up. He's not too bothered about what's going on. He just says, I see minions, I'll take minions.
Getting that gold lead as well is very important, especially on the Varus. But if he gets a very strong gold lead on the Varus, it's going to be very, very difficult for York to kind of work against that.
Yeah, obviously taking the total, gold lead too. I'm just trying to, sorry guys, I'm just trying to remember how you show the gold. Is it that one? There it is.
Yes.
So the overall gold difference between the teams comes to 1k instantly from that play. So obviously a net positive play from Lancaster. And then we can see that I know, we've got to fight there over Void Drug. Steal from York.
Both teams looking slightly healthy here, but Cheese is not looking to go down without a fight. He's taking one. York's looking for the second and the third. And the third one comes in without losing Cheese there. The triple there for Darius is going to be very important. Frosty trying to escape here, but not making it out, and Alchemist grabbing herself.
Alchemist
a second
wanted
kill.
that.
Feeding for it, genuinely feeding for it, but that triple on the Darius here. Darius is 5-1 right now. That cannot be looking too great for Lancaster.
Not at all. So a net 2k positive play there. As you're taking the lead again, and you see that's a 1,200 gold lead on the Darius. Most of the lanes fairly even. I mean, Janna's got a 1k gold lead, but she's Janna.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
What's she gonna do?
But yeah, really quite scary. This Darius now 5-1. Let me see what he's picked up with it. He's got those tabbies. He's got a Tiamat and he's got a Phage, and he looks strong.
Does look very strong.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be playing against that. But you've got to remember, 5 CS per minute, but Shen's on even less.
Yeah.
Brother currently with the most farm in the game.
Wow, well done, bro.
Loves those minions. Well done, bro.
that Varus is definitely looking quite strong as well. Even though he hasn't managed to secure that many kills, the CS lead there is definitely going to be felt quite a bit towards the middle of the game.
Yeah.
He's very aggressive there on top lane. He knows he has the advantage. He's trying to take as much of that as he can.
Yeah, brilliant from the Chen, you know, playing into a 5-0 Darius, but still managing to win straight.
Yeah, exactly, because the health difference there is really showing. Very smart place from Chen, honestly.
Yeah, so if we take a look at kind of where this gold lead from the Varus is being used, you know, only 500 gold lead, but he's currently basing, and he'll probably fully complete his Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah.
Obviously,
there it is.
Comes out, so he's not into any straight up tanks, but you know, kind of, it's a staple on
it. It is. That Blade of the Ruined King is a very strong item. It's hard to go wrong with.
He'll be happy to have kind of hit that spike, and maybe like us are going to be a bit more keen to force them.
Yeah, a little more aggressive on the bot lane, especially. Unfortunately, though, looking at the bot lane, it looks like LP does have 2 of the kills there. I know that Knight is going to be quite, maybe not disappointed, but you know, maybe a little bit disappointed that he doesn't have 2 of those kills, because those could have been very strong on him as well.
We've all played another game or 2 already, so we don't like it when support's taking everything, do we? We don't like it. Second Drake forms there, a Cloud Drake, lots of vision all around it. Both teams really prioing it. And you know what, I mean, I'm going in here, as the eclipse, get the prop. Big ult from the Galio.
The ult could be trying to mouth.
Joy falls. When last falls.
Everyone's looking quite low here. Skirmish.
Flash down on the way. I think he will take that. Yeah. I mean, Darius wasn't even there,
we're very happy with this, and Darius managed to get a couple plays from that.
Yeah.
Honestly, Leaf is getting stronger and stronger.
Decent macro there from Lancaster. Owler taking the TP top, soaking that pressure, taking that wave.
Making sure that turret doesn't go down too early.
Obviously, everyone kind of getting there or thereabouts for the first time by now. He also picked up the Hollow Radiance, which he won't particularly want to use into Darius. He's probably looking to switch back pretty sharpish. Seems like I'm maybe doing that now. Hollow Radiance on the Darius.
It's looking a little bit deep for Darius, I mean. He's not backing down from the spike. When he gets caught and he uses the ult on the Galio, he's taking the damage.
And he hits the Q.
He does. Oh, and the Q goes down on the Galio. Darius is still looking for that phase. He's not backing down. And the shutdown comes into Shen. That is a very good shutdown.
So that probably makes up for the disparity now. He gets the first light. And it's probably just about catching up. Darius gets back, gets the stride breaker, and a chain vest on the side. And a pair of tabbies, because why not?
Of course, why not? I know Darius is going to be quite, she's going to be a little bit disappointed with that, but he's been very aggressive with these plays here. He is not back down from a single fight. He's catching every fade that he can. He's really trying to snowball that Darius into something really powerful later on. But of course, that shutdown, not great.
Yeah, looking at it, you know, holistically, we got 1 Drake each. The Hextech Drake on Lancaster and the Cloud Drake on York. And it was York who took that last Drake. We've got a Rift Hell coming up soon, you know. They're really prioritising the objectives for those teams. And I think, you know, before anything else happens, I kind of want to praise those teams, because
that is true.
You look at how much they're prioritising these Drakes. It's high level stuff.
It is.
It's impressive, isn't it?
And the way that they all managed to be there for the team fights, no man really left behind. Every trade.
Oh, the fell fast and went last. Hits the 2-man ult. He's trying to get out, but he can't.
Goes down again.
You can't be making mistakes like that. Alex really his element.
Yeah.
He loves his stuff.
You can tell, you honestly can tell. Some of these ults that he's been hitting are insane and have genuinely turned the tides of some of his team fights here.
Big respect to that ult escape first when he took it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
So just well spawning. The Fury Shanna on it. Frosty taking a little trade. Elsie now has my case.
now Nautilus and Galio all moving towards Herald though.
Retake.
He's, again, not backing down from any fights that he sees. He sees the attack.
Picking up the big Rose.
Atakan is on top third.
What's your thoughts on Atakan?
Honestly,
a new thing in the game. We like it.
Honestly, I'm kind of mixed about it right now. I think the recent changes that they made definitely helped my life with Atakan. I think it mixes up. You know, you can't play about it.
Stand United comes out here. But when last balls again, and it's just a case of being on numbers. This young team really are coordinated.
They are. Honestly, I'm proud of the York here. Doing really well, all things considered.
And you know what? From a Lancaster perspective, as much as I wish we were winning, it's exciting to see because this is probably the closest Rose's league game. Genius.
Yeah,
absolutely. As Galio comes down again, and boom, 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 Llama Lord kills the Quake.
Quake is being taken down there.
What's the trade-off?
The Rift Herald gets taken. Very strong. I don't think York are too disappointed with that trade there. I think the Rift Herald is going to be quite useful here.
Ball lane, still just farming away.
Still just
farming away. Oh, it's simulator. Brilliant stuff. But hey, if you spot that, York did not actually pick up that Rift Herald. And it despawns. Wow. That is big. That is a great retake from Lancaster.
That is very good there.
Getting the Rift Herald, but not picking it up.
That's a little disappointing there. You know York have some happy about that as well. Oh,
and
Jim might be going down here.
Go for the 1v1.
Pick that flash. He ults here. He's going to try and get this. What's going to happen?
Curtain call coming out.
Oh,
and he hits every shot.
Oh, hits
Mr. Prophet Joya will not be happy about that.
Ah, Nightmare coming in, showing,
wow.
God, showing his Jin mastery right there. Not missing a single shot. Wow. Very good there. That flash thing.
Sounds like roses are red.
Nah, roses are white. Roses are white.
100 to 40.
He's spots are white, that's all I'm saying. The first turret is being taken down here by Cheese, managing to get that top lane lead a little further ahead as well.
I'm not losing the league here. Looking a
little bit disappointed for Lancaster, I think.
Yeah, not too happy, but obviously, you know, we must remember we're only a K and a half behind.
Of course. With games like this, it is still very much either way. The game has not been decided yet,
and,
in the least.
Drakes are even. Obviously, you're not picking up that Rift Herald.
It's going to hurt.
They want to break mid, you know what I mean? They want to break bot, but
I think the thing is, a lot of the gold here has gone towards our Darius. He's 7-2 here, which is going to hurt as well. But if they can find a way to shut down that Darius, it could be quite
Galio ulting out as he's just about made it. Lomlo comes back in, the channel comes out.
Looking for a 3v3, but Knight comes back in.
Stand United coming down.
But all 5 of them are here now. Darius still just pushing up that top lane.
This is the trade-off to take when you play Shen, isn't it?
That is true, yeah. If you move off, then you kind of move the decent trade though, not too much happening inside. No kills taken down just yet.
And it doesn't look like Lancaster are healthy enough to convert this into a Drake either.
Yeah.
So they have the numbers advantage. Darius was fancy free to push into the tier 3 turret.
Galio is matching that as well, making sure that he can't push too far in, because an early lead like that top could spell a disaster for Lancaster towards the end.
Absolutely. Careful to Darius. It is something. It's Holly Raiden. Popping a few minions, you know, the Galio farming really well. Lancaster are farming really well.
They are, genuinely.
Obviously a part.
Which is a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, when you have Darius, that makes
sense. Comes down again. Lomlo caught here. I mean, there's 3 on him, you think he is, and he has.
Manages to catch the Nautilus with that last one, maybe not intentionally, but...
Wow.
Darius just taking up the farm here, getting any gold lead that he possibly can. And the Galio may have overstepped here, but the health is not looking too good for Darius. But we see Nautilus coming back up. The ult comes in.
And Owlet absolutely dunked by Chief. Huge ult coming out there. They just get stronger and stronger,
the dunks here are insane, Jamie. And Atakan has spawned, and the couple of advantages that York has right now could lead us to be getting that Atakan towards the end. Ken's farming bottom. Barris is down mid now. What's he?
When last here and there, doing his best, taking a reset. You know, I'm quite surprised, but really, Lancaster are in a position here where they need to sit back and find a way back into this game.
Yeah, because if they keep going at this aggressively, then it could lead the Darius just takes up everything.
It could just slip away from them, couldn't it?
Of course, like I said, it feels like it's very much tilted towards the Darius having most of the gold. Neferi's got 0 kills, and obviously Janna's got the 2 kills there. It's not looking too great for the rest of the team, but that Darius may just be able to carry the rest of the team up. But the gold has been split quite decently, evenly throughout all of Lancaster. Just, again, once moving into the mid and late game, that could be the one, that could be the deciding factor at the end. Looks like most of the team is moving up to top here, potentially setting up for something
Yeah. Well, ways, the mid lane is the bot lane, just a bit of a handshake, but it's taking the bomb, and that's the exact same result going on the mid lane. Handshake, takes a while, and they're just farming up, and kind of waiting to see who's
going to make that first move, who's going to punch?
They've caught Elkie, they've caught the Janna.
Oh, but she managed to flash out and make it out of here! And all 4 of them just sat there like sitting ducks with nothing to do there.
Well, we've got a little fight going on in the bot lane. Very tanky.
Extremely tanky. That wave. Oh, the wave's not backing down, going in for another hit there. Both looking very low, but LT's going around here.
LT's back.
And we've got
Saru hit. Is this another kill on the ship? Stand United coming down. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see that timing.
Yeah, unfortunate. But I mean, he backed away quickly. He knew when to back off there. He didn't get too greedy with that at all.
Quite the conservative player, Albert. Does not like to die too much. Although, as we stand, second most deaths on Lancaster's team. He wasn't too impressed with his performance so far. Even with his teammates.
Running every single phase is there.
Wants to fight.
He doesn't care about how tanky they are. All he cares about is how much damage can he dish out.
Yeah, obviously building towards his 3rd item now, 23 minutes in. The taunt goes wide, but gets a little proc off.
Of course.
They're just going to walk away and have it. Llama Lord left on his own to defend mid lane. But the force of the fight.
That way is extremely squishy when it comes to these combos. Looking like that could be what's really damaging them here.
Rob enjoying getting the kill.
He managed to get the bottom tower, and they got the mid lane tower as well in that previous skirmish there. It's looking like the turrets are going quite towards the outside.
Yeah, it seems so. And, you know, as much as I hate to say it, York are winning. Yeah, they really are.
I'm just as surprised as you are, to be honest.
I can't believe my eyes.
I had my confidence with you.
Maybe looking to trade a tower back here, share the gold with Llama and Wellas, and they do that. I don't think when last got any of that gold. I think it was the share between them and that Atakan is still there. The elephant is still in the room.
That Atakan could turn the tides with a very big team fight here and could make a winning difference here for Lancaster.
It really could. We must remember we're playing on the current patch. This new iteration of Atakan is very strong.
It's very, very strong.
It's about 80-something%. It's not really strong. So both teams really need to be prioritising this, and especially Lancaster if they want to turn the tides of this game.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the kills directly, 15 and 10 isn't that big of a difference. It is definitely still comebackable for Lancaster.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's I won't say York's won just yet because it definitely could turn at any moment here.
No,
this is one to watch. I'll say that.
We've got a great game on our hands, haven't we?
A very, very good game. I'm very happy about this.
I've seen all these players, turn gold, but it's much greater than this. Only 2.5k in the bank box.
It's never over. It's never over.
It's never over. You just got to think, that Darius. So
terrifying, terrifying.
I'd hate to be a Varus right now.
Genuinely, yeah. Terrifying. But the tankiness of Lancaster team could manage to help pull through a little bit. If they manage to shut down that Darius, I honestly don't think that York have too much there to back up into. Because like I said, a lot of that goes into
it's concentrated, isn't it?
Very, very concentrated.
Long one goes in. Stand United come out. Galio come out.
All 5 of them are there. This is what.
Big flash goes from Galio, and they get shut down. Kills.
Curtain call coming in.
He's hit. His running straight into fire. He's on top of it.
He was not here to back up the game right here. The curtain call didn't do that much, which is quite unfortunate.
Big cube for the cheese there, just
Taking that one foot down and backing off. I mean, it's fair because Lancaster is pretty low here. If they continue that team fight, who knows what would have happened. But
yeah, and you know what? I think they'll be happy with that. I think they'll be happy with chipping away.
That's what you got to do as well when you're slightly behind. You just got to chip away. Guerrilla warfare is the only way you can really get through.
Yeah.
Because a fat team fight, you can go your way when you're holding back.
Yeah. We could have special appeal on here.
Yeah. They're looking for that. They do have Soul Point next, which is
on Soul Point. Yeah.
The Mountain Drake as well. It's going to add to the tankiness, but
yeah.
But
and these Mountain Drakes, York would be happy with them, but Lancaster loves the Mountain Drake.
Imagine the Mountain Drake on this tanky comp.
Absolutely brutal.
Looks like, LK looks like he's setting up for vision around the Atacam there. I think realizing that could be what would make Lancaster have the advantage back. But I gotta say, in that last team fight, the way that Lancaster all grouped up and managed to back up their team there, making it 4v5, that numbers advantage did manage to get them the kill there. York was a little bit slower on the return after LK managed to take it down.
Yeah. You think could it be a shortfall of this Lancaster competition? The results come out, but there's a little delay here and there. They've got to be so tied in for all those ults to land. You've got to think, you've got the Janna. Janna's proving to be a great pick.
The tornado is very disruptive.
Those tornadoes are turning around fast.
Very, very good thinking around it. Looking for the mates, not backing down. 3v1.
The Hex Flash. Oh, we love it. We love to see it.
I love a Hex Flash.
I love a Hex Flash too. Good fun. Both teams have vision. Both just walking around the LC room and Lancaster just stopped.
They're starting it right up there because Wei is all the way down in the bot lane. Won't be able to come in for this. And they're just slowly chipping down that Atacam there. York is not really trying to do much. They're looking for a steal. And the curtain call comes out. He's trying to take out any damage that he can. He's trying to take out anyone that he's taking out the Atacam here. It's very low. Red team.
By Lancaster.
Oh my lord. And the fight is still going on. It's not over yet. Knight managed to get killed there. The 3 gold. Avalon falls. You have to back out. The double there. A decent trade. Lancaster managed to get that Atacam, but for 2 of their players.
And they're just going to go Baron.
Just going to go Baron. They have it back on. I mean, if they manage to get it, it's looking pretty good. But the Nautilus and the Galio are still here. And all of York are looking quite low. A good team fight. They managed to get the Baron. But again. Gauntlet run. They have to be on the defensive here, Lancaster. They have to be on the defensive. If they go too aggressive here and manage to chip away at their players, it is just gone for them.
They do now. While they've got that Atacam, but York have that Baron, so they won't quite reap the benefits of it just yet. Now, if we look, the Chin with a 600 gold bounty.
With the 5 and 1 there, he really brought it back from playing a lot safer in the early game here. Those curtain calls are really pulling through.
They really are. They really are. Obviously, 1,000 gold ahead of Mr. Brother Joy, who's trying to play quite safe, trying to farm a lot, pick up a kill here and there.
Yeah.
But still being outmatched.
Playing the
by
slow
his
game.
opponent.
Again, I still don't want to confidently say that it's over for either team here. Because that Atacam there, they do have... And it doesn't look like York is really capitalizing too much on the Baron here. They're just kind of, they have it, they're holding it. I'm going to see what they can do with it. They've got the Jinjiao coming in here. So Wei might take a loss. They're moving in. Managed to get on the tower here. Unfortunately, Lancaster not going to get that kill there. And Wei's still just poking out. The range on Wei is honestly quite insane.
Yeah, but you have Lancaster kind of a mature and responsible enough team that they'll see that flash there and they'll go for him again.
Yeah, they'll take him because that flash there was the only thing that saved. And not having that flash is going to hurt as well for this game for team.
The bounty on Knight Going up to 650.
That is, if they manage to grab that there, that is going to be a very, very huge aspect of it.
It's going to be big on Mr. Lovejoy if he gets that.
Yeah,
Wow,
true.
Will be a happy boy. As he's continuing this, definitely this on-hit Varus.
Yeah.
He's gone for the Bork, he's gone for Rage Blade, he's going for, let's go for next. My brain's not working.
Me neither. Can't figure it out.
Something with a recurve bow and a half-bound axe.
Yes.
Something like that. He's building the Gallius comes from the Hollow Radiance, the Riftmaker, and then the Thorn now. Obviously, wary of that Darius healing.
Of course.
Falling up again.
Another curtain call coming out with it. That's quite low here. Might be able to take down. Take down the gold. Obviously not the perfect kill, but a kill nonetheless. Taking down another one here. You guys there? I didn't see it. I'm gonna hurt. Jeez, coming in here underneath the turret to try and pick up another 2 kills here. Running that bait whenever he can. Will Gally be able to make it out? He's still running it. And he gets the Fury. And he manages to take down the Gallion here. Cheese here. God, 10 and 2. Running every single phase that he can. He's not backing down from a single fight. He will run into a turret. He could even run into a thousand. God. 550 bounty on that as well. And Jin Jiao coming in, Cheese is not afraid at all. He will take down that turret before he goes down himself. And again, he's not backing down from this. He has that 550 lead, but he's taking any fade that he can.
He is so strong, this Darius.
Very aggressive, very, very aggressive. And with Darius, you have to be aggressive, to be honest. I don't blame him at all, but again, some of these are very, very risky plays. Limit testing to its finest.
And there's really the sheer disparity between the Darius and the Shen. Like wow. Like,
Yeah,
we're looking
look at the gold
in
lead
gold
there.
terms. Oh my word.
Jesus.
5,000 times the gold between the two. And
Oh my god, it's nearly 600. Sorry, 6,000.
Lancaster just aren't making up for it elsewhere, are they?
I mean, 21 and 12 here. The tides are looking quite towards York. Crowd getting quite rowdy here.
No spoilers, please.
Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers.
We'll pass the rest of the game for you, but a end may be imminent.
Very, very imminent.
I'll tell you what way it's gone. And, you know, something I've actually missed there is that York have got Mountain Song.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I was not paying attention to that. Amateur casting, my bad.
Distracted by the noise.
Yeah. But Lord, I mean, here we see Cheese again, just pushing out that top lane, trying to get as many turrets taken down as possible. 3 of York moving down, trying to match the 3 down at Lancaster there, looking like a Virus for York back out. Galleon's been caught up. Owlet being taken down by Knight again. Knight is really pulling that back. 700 bounty here, 8 and 1. A slow start, but he really brought it back now, and he is on par with Darius in the amount of impact that he has on the team right now.
York are looking devilish.
Very devilish. It's looking not great for Lancaster, to be honest with you. Coming in here.
Oh, partial.
Frosty being caught up by the King on them, but Wave being taken down there, but they are all very, very low here.
Really low.
The curtain call's coming in again, taking down another triple kill here on Knight, and Jin Jiao is still looking low. And they are chasing it down. They are chasing it down. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't they? 4 down, only Jin Jiao is left alive here. Not too many minions to work with, but Neferi's Dogs are really going to make that difference when it comes to trying to shoot down the turrets. The damage on these turrets is insane here. Owlet coming back in with the Jin Jiao, trying to stop them, trying to do anything that they possibly can to get this down, but the second turret is going to go down here. Galio ultimately in to try and get any back that he can. Second turret goes down, all that's left is the Nexus.
Overlord falls.
Owlet falls, and the turret is being taken down. This is a win for York.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in my life, York have swept Lancaster 3-0.
Oh my lord, what a game, what a game.
I can't believe my eyes.
I certainly can. No offense.
I feel sick. I feel sick to my stomach.
I feel. Taking the 3-0 York, winning Smash Bros, CSGO, and now League of Legends. I mean, very well played from Lancaster there. That was an amazing game to watch. Very, very close. The team really pulled it together. Lancaster don't look too happy right now. Honestly.
I think that's me included.
Yeah, you included. Gotta be disappointed. But honestly, the fight that you guys put up was insane. Even until like the last 5 minutes, I was not sure. It could have gone either way.
History is made today. For the first new iteration of esports, for the first time I have ever seen in all my years, York beat Lancaster at League of Legends.
They take the win. These 5 legends in a league of their own. God, a victory to be remembered. This is Roses, everybody. This is Roses.
Welcome to Roses. What we must remember, we're here for esports.
We are here for esports.
But let's reflect on the whole, on a holistic view of Roses so far. York haven't had the best.
Grabbing at straws, you're grabbing at straws. I'm trying to take anything.
He's got me. But,
God, what a play. Hopefully she'll move on to some post-match interviews after this in a second, but
I'd love a post-match interview.
Honestly.
Because, frankly, as their coach, I'd love to know what the bloody hell went wrong.
yeah, true. I mean,
Wow.
everything was looking in favour for Lancaster here. They had everything.
And it
The
slips
band's
away,
coming in.
and it slips away, and it slips away.
Honestly.
And a Darius ult comes through,
Yeah,
and it slips away.
Cheese getting 2 of his main champions getting banned and still pulling through. 4, of his main champs getting banned and still pulling through on that Darius, taking a fat lead and really pushing York there towards the end. Insanely well played, and the chemistry from Lancaster was insane. They were there for every single team fight, but York managed to match it as well as they could, and really every trade that they had was mostly even, but I think York just edged out slightly every single time, and it just added up over the course of it. And in the end, we can see here 13k gold lead for York there.
You've got to commend them. York have come here and done the impossible.
They
It's
have.
absolutely brilliant
They
from
have.
them. But,
Genuinely insane.
I mean,
I'm proud
in
of
all my
that.
years. But let's hope, on the grander scheme of things, the Lancaster keep winning everything else, and we have our first 4
We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. It's still going. And you're lucky esports doesn't count this year. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm very lucky.
You're very
I
lucky
am very
esports
lucky.
doesn't count this year.
I need something to grab onto.
Yeah. Honestly, insanely well played from both teams, though. Very, very well played. That was an insanely good match to watch, and I hope you guys all in the stream and in the crowd up there enjoyed the match as much as you could. And it looks like for the esports here, York is going to take a 3-0 lead. Very, very well played. Oh, insane. It's such a good match to watch.
I'd like to shake your hand.
Honestly,
I'd like
it
to
was so
shake your
fun.
hand.
It was very, very good. Very fun.
Fair play.
That's it, Mike.
Yeah, of course.
All right then. Thank you everybody for coming along for the Roses esports coverage. 3-0 to York. Cannot say I was expecting that, but I'm not going to complain. However, that is that, and we will see you next year at Lancaster, where we will be winning again.
Will you?
3-0,
No.
and it'll be worth points. 3-0.
Not a chance.
Actually be worth points.
Not a
It'll be worth
chance.
points next year.
This was just the one.
I've been the artist formerly known as Chedlong. It's been a pleasure. I'm clocking out. Take care, everyone. Get home safe.